Hello, this is Psycho Fox for the Sega Master System. Japanese ass looking game. Okay, let's go. Okay, so when I was a kid, I had a Master System. I still have the same Master System, it still works. By the way, I've got a cold, you can probably tell, sorry. Now, his hand looks so weird. It looks like he's not punching, he's just kind of swatting them away, like, whatever. Now, this is a very, very odd video game. I have not played it that much, oddly, which is silly, because I do own it. I bought a copy a while back, and when I was a kid, I used to have a catalogue with loads of Master System games in it, and I always was fascinated by this one because I love the platformers. And it was kind of one of the flagship platformers for the system, which says a lot about the system, really. It's a very unusual game because it's quite momentum-based, but not in a Mario sort of way. It's just the way you pick up speed is very bizarre, but you do pick it up quickly and you do maintain it. Now, unless I'm mistaken, the sequel to this game, was Magical Flying Hat Turbo Adventure, which was only a Japan-only release, but it came to the West as Decap Attack. And in the UK, Decap Attack is quite well known because of the Fleetway published Sonic the Comic had a very, very long-running comic strip based on it. And long after it stopped running strips based on any other Mega Drive games besides Sonic, they were still running Decap Attack. So that's why people in the UK kind of know what Decap Attack is, which is weird because it's an obscure game. Not really a major release at all, but it just happened to have this extremely funny comic strip. Really well made, really funny. Something I'm very fond of. Excuse me, sorry about my cold. This game, so far, I'm very much enjoying. It's really fun. Oh, brilliant. Now my cold is getting worse. This is a classic. I don't actually know what this game is called, this mini game, but it's in so many Japanese video games. It's in Mario Land 2. I know that for a fact. And it's in a lot of them. So what happens if I get to the shrine? You can tell this game is Japanese, can't you? Fuck knows what just happened. That screen with the running Psycho Fox is very Alex Kidd. Oh shit, you can't attack when you're facing the wall because you just throw the crow into the wall. That's a bit of Got the crow back again now. These things are straight, yeah, they're in Decap Attack, those things. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I'm wondering if it's some other Japanese sort of culture thing, because there's a lot of Japanese culture in this game, clearly. I love the little crow. Yeah, in Decap Attack, that's a head. You're throwing at your own head. Well, not your head, you're throwing a head. It might be your own head. Because your head sort of pokes out between the bandages because you play as like this mummy, but you throw a skull. The difference between this and Decap Attack is Decap Attack isn't quite so momentum heavy. Oh shit. This is a bit proto-Sonic in a way because of all the different shit. Wow, okay, 2 hits dead. I thought having that guy was like having rings, and it just gave you an extra hit, but apparently not. And I'm keep getting these potions. Wow! And I suppose I use them from that screen, okay. I'm just kind of struck by that character art. It almost looks like the heavy, thick lines. It's just kind of unusual to see that in a game this old. Because it almost looks like stylized, like graffiti art or something. Now, I bet if I hit that just right, you can bounce up to the top of it. Shit. Oh wait, that's not so bad. Oh yes it is. There must be another item that gives you an extra hit that I've been picking up and not being aware of. God, I must sound so gross and mucusy right now. Love his fetching pink shorts instantly. I choose to believe they're hot pants. Yeah, that's how it's done. Now, unless I'm missing a mechanic, there's a lot of blind jumps in this game. Can you break through here? Probably, but not any way I can. Now, see, throwing the crow is really... It's not useless, but it's got a very weird arc to the throw. Maybe I'll try out what some of these items do. Whoa, I know what's in those. Enemies. Am I going to get Crow back? Yes, I am. Let's try this item out. Now, what's that doing? Oh, cool. I think I'm invincible. I have a way to find out, but I don't want to test it because I don't want to die. Repeat the level. So the crow just sort of sits there. And, shit. Oh, okay, good. The crow just sits there and damages enemies that walk into it. That could be useful. I mean, I don't know why I'm calling it a crow. I think back in the day in the Master System magazines like Sega Power and the Sega Mag, which was like the precursor to Sega Power. That's what I used to get when I was a little kid. They used to refer to it as a crow, I believe. Because I read coverage of the game, but I never really played it that much. I'm not doing that well, but it's not easy. Truly. I mean, I suppose I could be playing safer, but it's quite tricky. Let's try this one. I don't know what that did. Unless I missed something. Let's try that again. Whoops, I selected the wrong item that time. Whoa, what? Warp whistle? Oh, it just kills all the enemies. On the screen. Okay. I choose that, then it lets me choose an animal body. I'm going for the monkey. And you become the monkey. Okay. Multiple playable characters in a Master System game. That's insane. So what's the point of doing this? This is shit. It's not shit, I just said shit because I died. You look like Donkey Kong Jr. a little bit. Oh, and there we go, game over. Fascinating game. Fascinating.